Hi everyone, this is Abhay here. Today I am going to demonstrate to you that how can we use or how can we secure our password in MuleSoft's Community Edition. Now, with regards to securing passwords in Mule, we have the secure property placeholder. The problem with secure property placeholder is that it is an enterprise only and cannot be used in the Community Edition. But since Mule itself is a framework of Spring, with the use of beans, you can always use the secure property placeholder even in the community edition. So let's begin right away. So what I'm planning to do here is that a simple Mule project that will be triggered via the HTTP inbound endpoint, and whatever data that comes in, it will be stored in a file. Now, this file where it will be stored is hosted over a file server, which is of course in my local for now. But the password to this file server is what I'm planning to encrypt. So let's start by naming the project, and as you can see that I'll be using the community edition. And I would recommend that we configure the project from the start itself from Maven, because we need to add certain classes. For example, your secure property placeholder class itself, along with the encryption, the classes which has your different types of encryption. Let's hit finish. So along with this, what I am even planning to demonstrate is, even in community edition, when you use a enterprise edition component, what type of error do you get? So let's begin. Let's drag the HTTP component. So here's our HTTP component, and let's configure the HTTP component to listen on 8081. Along with the FTP. So I'll be using the FTP to connect to the file server. So let's go on and create a property file. Now let's just start adding values to the property file. I'm sorry. So this is the folder path where I am planning to keep my file, and this is the password to the FTP. Now this password is what I'm planning to encrypt. So there are different ways of encrypting Mule application, your properties in Mule application. But what I prefer is the Eclipse plugin that is being used very widely. So let's double click on the password on the parameter that we want to encrypt. So remember, the algorithm that we're using is AES, and our key will be MuleSoft. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So you can use any kind of algorithm depending on your requirement. Uh, Make sure that you fulfill the key require the size requirement of the key. So here it is encrypted now, the password. All right. So now since we have encrypted, let's go back and configure the FTP component by the parameters that we have created. All right. So now we have configured our FTP module. Moving on. Now we will need to configure a properties file in the properties placeholder. So as I told you earlier, what I will be initially demonstrating is how you uh, what will happen if you use the enterprise edition security property placeholder. So as usual, we give our we are using the default algorithm as it is, and the location of our property files, and after this we will even need to create the normal property placeholder. Now in our POM file we will need to add a particular dependency that will be used for each and every uh, the algorithms, otherwise our application won't deploy. All right, so just remember once again to tell you that we have for now we've used the enterprise edition secure property placeholder. Let's try to deploy the application. So as expected, the application has failed to deploy. Let's see the reason for it. And going to the initial logs itself, we can come to know that it gives us a license key exception. So it's pretty descriptive that because since we don't have an enterprise license, uh, we got an exception with regards to the secure property placeholder. All right, let's quickly go on and remove the secure property placeholder and let's see the workaround that can be done. Start by creating a bean and let's add to the class. Now this is the class that we will need. Let it give, let's give it some time to load. Okay, so this is the particular class that has the secure property placeholder, and now let's add the arguments that are required. Now what these arguments are basically your key, your location of the property file, your algorithm. So our key will be the key with which we have encrypted the password, that is MuleSoft. All right. So we look good here. One tweak that we'll have to make is that we will need to put the property of placeholder below, because the precedence will be first we need to decrypt the password and then add it to the FTP configuration. So that will be important, otherwise your application will fail. Your FTP connection will fail. Okay, so I think we are good now. Let's try and deploy the application and see whether it deploys or not. So, well, the application is successfully deployed now. Let's see. So this is my FTP server. I am storing it in this particular folder called test. Right now it is empty. Let's try and hit in some data. All right, so we have some data here. Let's try and hit it. So it's been triggered and it's connected, and there is a file that has been created just now, as you can see. And yes, it has a data. So guys, in this way I have presented that how can you use your secure property placeholder, or basically how you can encrypt password in MuleSoft's community edition. If you have any questions, please post it in the comments. Thank you so much.